calling on the police to always have cameras should go out there and go to Twickenham Park and let the JD fire some rounds on them head and hear what an M16 buzzing on them head is like. Policemen know that. They face that. They can't be made into targets. If we charge the police in particular in a high violence society, question went to 60 per 100,000. The United Nations defined what? 36 as civil strife. Went as far as 60. If we support cause that make the police look like they are acting criminally in high violence and in difficult areas, it undermines the authority of the police. More critically, and I feel strongly, I said, I didn't lose my temper when I went on radio and I wasn't fully out yet. It hurts me personally, very strongly about it. We must allow the criminal justice system and the oversight body to work. You put policemen at risk.
I swear, bro, come like Jamaica have some of the smartest dummies around things, that because most of the time when you say certain things, it even makes sense, that. You get me, I say? So, police will not wear body cameras when confronting gunmen, says Dr. Horace Strong, Minister of Security and Peace. So I'm not saying that police are not getting rid of the gunmen. You get me, I say? But I the gunman, man, want to get rid of. You get me, I say? And the fact of them now with no body cam, it simply means that them can do whatever they want and get away with it and just blame it, say, oh, that was a gunman, that's why I kill him. You get me, I say? And I believe, say, these politicians don't know what the fuck they are doing. You get me, I say? Them always say, who feels it knows it, you get me? And even when come from the garage, there's no way would I make a statement or make some sort of approval to the police like this, bro. Cause this doesn't make sense. Alright, so this thing that you must wear a camera when you're going to look for a man who has an M16 that's firing a 60 round per second is crazy idea. You can't send an officer in there with marked car with lights blaring, they're gone. So you send a special squad in there. They're at risk. They will be killed if they're not careful, and they can't go with cameras. Cameras make them a target. Are some siren camera them off? I understand. Sometimes the politicians make some statement. I wonder what the fuck them are talking about. Because they will show like them. The ones that the camera make them a target, dog. So you're telling me that them now nobody can that has night vision. You're telling me that when police are pull up on a man, the siren have to be on? What not talk about? What the fuck we not talk about, bro? But my last of this story, dog. This sound like something way. This sound like somebody I tell you a lie and no say a lie them I tell you, bro. This sound like that, dog. And it's crazy because my honestly think this have to do with something with Indicom. You get me, I say? I swear, bro. I think this have to do with something with Indicom. You get me? They want to kill people and they want to get investigated. So them say, alright, though, we nobody came in go for gunman. Oh, no, not go for gunman. Oh, not go for gunman. Dog, that's crazy, bro. It is crazy. And the thing about this is, the police are always have an advantage, bro, because police has been killing innocent people before body cams. So them not wearing a body cam, that now make a big difference. So this statement doesn't make a difference. You get me? I say it's just that them try get Indicom out of the way. Say, you can't do investigation because case closed. That person was a gunman. That's why I'm never on a body cam. That's why I'm murder him. So them will get with more things. That's all me I say from this. You get me? I say, and anybody get caught in the crossfire, it literally means that that person is a gunman. Because that's the first thing I'm gonna say. So this body cam thing is so fucking crazy, dog. Look how much overseas police officers wear body cam. And USA is more advanced than Jamaica. And you're telling me that Jamaica police gonna be a target if them have a body cam? How? Siren up on the camera or something? Alright, so welcome back to another installment of Speak Your Mind TV. And in this episode we basically talk about why Jamaican police should wear body cameras when they're going on special operation. And the Minister of Finance had something else to say. But before jumping on the report, please give this video a thumbs up to support the channel and also comment your feedback on what you think on the matter. Alright, so let's jump into the report. So Dr. Chang was been at loggerheads with the civil society groups, in particular Jamaicans for Justice, which have repeatedly called for cameras to be worn on planned operation in light of a sharp increase in fatal police shootings that do so would put the police at a risk. On Wednesday, he removed any approval about where he stands on the matter when he addressed the weekly post-cabinet media briefing at Jamaica House. This thing that must wear a camera when you are going to look for a man who has M16 that's firing 60 rounds per second is crazy idea, declared Chang, who is also the Deputy Prime Minister. When gunshots start blazing across your head or over your head, you're going to dive, you're going to find cover even if you're a policeman and look a place where you can find a space to in fact return fire, he remarked. He went further declaring that for a planned operation at 3 a.m. in search of a gunman, the police will not wear cameras. Noting that such wanted men tend to move around rapidly, Chang said the hunted moves much faster than the hunter. You can't send an officer in there with a marked car with lights blaring. They're gone. So you send a special squad in there. They're at risk. They will be killed if they're not careful, and they can't go with cameras. Cameras make them a target, the security minister outlined. He reiterated that the police are trained to use cameras and that cameras are available for members of the Jamaica Constable Force, the JCF, with 1,000 more on order. However, he insists that it is Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake who determines how they are deployed. During his contribution to the spectral debate in Parliament on Tuesday, Chang told the civil society group that they can't instruct the police on how to deploy the cameras. Alright, so make a pause there. Alright, so first of all, I am not no person from Indicom. I don't know what kind of rules they're breaking by doing so. But what I have to say about this matter is the police has been killing innocent people for a long while now. You know, police has been getting into different conversations with civilians and so forth, and anything come out of it in terms of if the civilian should get shot, should the civilian be killed or so forth, nothing basically gonna come out of it. You get me I say? And all they are saying that is when police are on a body cam, civilians will feel more secure, knowing that the police literally cannot do anything to them if they're not threatening the police life, you get me? And the fact that they are instructing them not to wear body cam, it simply means that these special force or these special squads can't do anything and nothing come out of it. Them literally can just blame it for say, oh, that person was a gunman and they feel threatened by him. You get me? So that's what basically I get from it. Because I literally don't understand what he's saying about body cams. How can a small body cam give away a police? How? You get me? Police has been killing innocent civilians for the longest while. How many times do you hear police go and shoot on a police then? How many times? Is it that the police guns are much better than the criminal guns? Is it that the police are more tactical than the criminals? It must be, bro, because how many shootout, how many killing you ever hear a police go on and none of them no come back? How many? You get me? I say it's always the gunman that has been killed. You get me? So I want to make it seem as if police are die, police are dead every day when them go and shoot out for them don't need a body cam. The police are the one always executing the job. They're always the one that are literally killing the gunmen and getting the job done. So why wouldn't they need a body camera? Yo, I literally don't understand what really are going on, what really take place, and I literally don't know why the Minister of Security and not just security and peace. You get me? I say because come like that's the security part alone more work on. But me don't know the reason behind this. But we're gonna jump back into the story. And if you not listen to this, just stay on the feedback on it. Alright, so let's jump in. So pointed out that all police officer operations are planned, including the National Coordinated Road Check System, which serves to disrupt gangs and detect firearms. The security minister told Wednesday media briefing that at least one of those officers conducting road checks will sometimes wear a camera. He reiterated that the decision to assign body cameras is the sole prerogative of the police commissioner, as only he decides who wears a camera, where and when. It is part of the police equipment like anything else, so we buy the cameras and the police issue them. According to Chung, no research has shown that cameras are a valuable tool in the special operation. He pointed out that in the United States, where SWAT teams were made to use cameras, it was in the context where racial profiling by officers was prevalent. In places such as the Los Angeles Police Department, the cameras allowed for a full recording of the interaction between drivers and the police, a situation Chung said would be equivalent to members of the JCF Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch interfacing with the public. So locally, he said cameras are mostly worn by personnel involved in road checks and those monitoring entertainment events. He noted that the road checks are particularly important, highlighting that since the introduction of cameras, confrontation involving the police and taxi operation have become less frequent. Of course, because it's a record. If it's a record, there is no way police are going to push violence. But anyway, when last have you seen a video, because they used to go viral, of policeman and a taximan fighting, or a policeman has to beat up a taximan? They don't, because when the taximan or any driver sees a police with a camera and he stops a car, they behave themselves, said Chung. Exactly, but the police also behave themselves. You don't get the string of colorful words anymore, he added. The security minister argued that there is a legacy issue in Jamaica, old over from the colonial times, where elements of the public assume that those of us who are elected are corrupt. It assumes that those who are of authority are corrupt. So the idea that the police is corrupt body out of there to extort people is a wrong legacy. It's incorrect, and I cannot support anything that seeks to reinforce that, and that's what the call for cameras to be used all the time does. Chung assured that we are not objecting to criticism, but it's time we trust our own people. It's time we respect our own professionalism. It's also acknowledged that at least 14,000 strong. It's also acknowledged that 14,000 strong, the JCF will not be perfect, and indeed has elements who will commit crimes, but it is a small number, he insists. Statistics from the Independent Commission of the Investigation support this, showing that in recent years only 3.4% police officers charged are convicted. As he did the day before in the sectorial debate, Chung said civil society organizations should allow oversight bodies like INECOM to complete their investigation and reports before they make comments or pass judgment. You're totally right. Because if a taximan see a police officer having a camera on him close, he literally gonna behave himself, because there's going to be proof that you were basically not following orders. You get me, I say? And the same thing go for the police. If the police have a camera upon him, suit him, he literally gonna behave himself. So it works both ways. But I totally understand where I come from, and I honestly don't think if you can compare USA police and Jamaica police. You get me, also? Because US, to be fair, US is a bigger country. US is a world by itself. You know, US, there's a lot of other things going on there. You get me, I say? As I'm saying in the report, racial profiling, criminals, cocaine, drughead, and one more thing I go on the US. Like, literally there's no comparison between Jamaica police force and the US police force. You get me, I say? No comparison. But my thing is, the only reason why, in my opinion, the only reason why camera was brought in front of the JCF force is because of, over the years, there have always been multiple murders from the JCF force, right? And in order for them to see what is going on, them literally in their camera. You get me? And in basically I say, yo, them don't need a camera. And this is the reason why them don't need a camera. And the reasons doesn't make sense. You get me? I say, because it all lead back down to they're going to be a target if they don't want a camera. How they're going to be a target? You get me? I say, but who am I to say anything? Who am I? I am the last person to say anything, because I'm not in a sense. The smartest people them are the my own thing. So I'm not in a sense.